Welcome to the Pirls Stock Market Commentary video, your weekly window on stock market technical conditions, featuring the proprietary bull bear point and figure market breadth summary chart for August 11th, 2019. Market breadth. With this past week's market decline, our bull bear point and figure ratio at 0.73 rose from 0.62 last week. The total count of securities in bullish or bearish patterns decreased 4% to 2,983. The count of bearish stocks decreased 10%, while the count of stocks in bullish patterns increased 6%. The Pirls PNF market breadth summary chart shows us a market now 2 weeks in bearish territory. Paid subscribers have access to the Open Office Calc data from which the chart is generated. You may become a paid subscriber by emailing S2P Market Signal at protonmail.com for payment and access instructions, or by visiting us at Patreon. To receive the weekly Pirls Stock Market Commentary via email, free of charge, simply enter your email address in the space provided and click Follow. The well-known market breadth indicator, the Nasdaq McClellan Summation Index, fell 202 points for the fourth decline in 9 weeks. At a negative 207.05 points, it continues below all 8 tops above plus 100, has fallen below the February 2018 bottom, and continues above the remaining 4 bottoms below minus 100 in the last 30 months. Volume analysis. In this week's volume analysis, the Nasdaq Composite Index ended in neither accumulation nor distribution mode, with average daily volume higher than the prior week. In the last 2 weeks, the Nasdaq had 1 accumulation day and 3 distribution days. Accumulation days are counted when the index closes up on higher volume than the prior market day, while distribution days occur when the index closes down on volume higher than the prior market day. Last week, the Nasdaq ended in neither accumulation nor distribution mode on higher average daily volume. Momentum. The CCI 20 daily on Wednesday 8/7 close, with 6 days below zero, began a Woody's downtrend. Now at negative 76.41, it is up from negative 253.69 last week, but is outside the plus or minus 50 range required for a valid zero-line reject short entry signal. In Woody's CCI trading system, 6 consecutive bars above or below zero are required for a change of trend. The weekly CCI 20 of the Nasdaq Composite Index began a Woody's uptrend 21 weeks ago, while the daily CCI 20 began a Woody's downtrend this past week. The CCI 20 weekly in a Woody's uptrend at negative 21.23 fell from positive 62.70 last week. It is now within the plus or minus 50 range for a valid zero-line reject entry signal if the market and the CCI rise early next week. Industry rotation the last 2 weeks. Only 2 of the top 5 industries are positive, and all of the bottom 5 are negative. Summary: gold and silver and REITs on the top, oil services and some tech on the bottom. Bullish: oil services continues in the bottom 5. REITs continues in the top 5. Bearish: gold and silver continues in the top 5. Disk drives and computer hardware continue in the bottom 5. Semis has entered the bottom 5. Focus this week from http://www.zerohedge.com via Greg Hunter's usawatchdog.com. Quote, "Everything has changed. Gold is at an all-time high in 73 countries." End quote. an interview with Bill Murphy, chairman of the Gold Antitrust Action Committee. The following are some key points, charts, and the YouTube video of the interview. Bill Murphy, chairman of the Gold Antitrust Action Committee, says the market manipulators and price suppressors of gold and silver are fighting a losing battle. Murphy explains, quote, "The open interest on silver is at all-time high levels, even though the price is barely $17 per ounce. That shows they are going all out, even now, to keep it down here. So, at some point, they are going to be overrun. They are going to have what we call a commercial signal failure, where these commercials to the big banks and other people who have been suppressing the price are just completely overrun. A lot of people are not prepared for that, but it is in the works right now. I am pretty sure it is going to occur." End quote. On gold, Murphy is just as bullish as he looks around the world at the high price of the yellow metal. Murphy says, quote, "Gold is at all-time highs in 73 different countries." End quote. I don't think the gold cartel can do what they have been doing. Everything has changed, and it has to do with the physical market. Gold goes first because the physical market is tight. Then the industry and silver people are going to make sure they have secure supply. And all of a sudden, it's going to be like a panic. In closing, Murphy predicts, quote, "Gold and silver are just going to go nuts because there is no room on the downside in a lot of these markets." End quote. In other words, if they don't keep printing the money and going to QE and keep interest rates low, it's going to cause chaos. All I can say is I think gold and silver are headed for the moon. You are going to get these crashes out of nowhere because all of a sudden, it's like going into a black hole. That can happen, and that is what people need to be concerned about. Thank you for watching this week's Santu Pirls Stock Market Commentary video featuring the proprietary bull bear point and figure market breadth summary chart compiled by Donald Pearl, S2P market signal at protonmail.com. For Santu Pirls Stock Market Commentary, I'm Cynthia Pearl, hoping that you have been enjoying a peaceful and pleasant weekend, that you are looking forward to a prosperous and productive week coming up, and wishing you true success.